Hello, I'm so excited to be here with you to talk about the Build Guide. What an exciting opportunity for us to dive in and really look at this business overview in regards to the doTERRA opportunity and what really exists here as to the possibilities of what you can create in your life. And so as we open up the Build Guide, first we get to take a look at what we call the opening spread, where there's these fun pictures and the movement there to paint a picture in our minds as to what are we doing here? So I love the story that's presented. It comes from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki, where we're talking about this idea of, being in a village where water isn't available readily. And so people have created a business hauling buckets of water and selling it to villagers. And so one gentleman, gets the idea in his mind, what if I did something different? What if I created different possibilities that would serve my village and could create a different type of business opportunity for myself? In other words, it's probably pretty back aching to haul buckets every day, and he's probably thinking about, could this be better quality of life? And so he doubles up his time, and he has his day job of hauling buckets, and at night he's digging a pipeline. And I don't know if he dug it with a spoon or a shovel or a backhoe, because for some people it might take a really long time, and for some people it might be a really efficient process. But nevertheless, upon completion, what he was able to deliver to his village was fresh, clean water. No longer is somebody hiking for an hour and a half or whatever it took to bring water. And this is, it's a real story in places in the world where how far they really go to get water. And so now there's this clean water. It's delivered on tap. You can have it anytime you want, and it's cheaper. So the lives of the villagers, it's better for them, and it's better for him because now he has built for himself a pipeline, a financial pipeline. And so here in doTERRA, we're doing the very same thing. We like to simply say, what are we doing here? Well, we use oils, we share oils, and we teach people to do that. And so as you look on the second half of this opening spread, you see this opportunity to exchange something that is dear to us. We use products and they change our lives. They bring a lifestyle of wellness. And it's something like, I just can't keep this to myself. I love this so much. I have to share it with people around me, even strangers. I might open my mouth and talk to strangers about it because, again, I just can't keep it to myself. And all the while, we're partnering with amazing growers across the world who know how to take precious plants out of the ground, distill them into essential oils, and through this partnership that we've created, the end result is, again, a pipeline. And the pipeline is twofold. We are delivering to the world, our village, a lifestyle of wellness through the use of essential oils. They have become our tool of accomplishing the goal at hand. And we've also created an opportunity for people to build their own financial pipeline that delivers day after day after day, while you're sleeping, while you're awake, while you're on vacation, while you're doing your thing and sharing doTERRA, all the while building a financial pipeline. So as we go down to the bottom left-hand corner of the page here in the guide, we have an opportunity to examine what does hauling buckets and pipelines look like in the real world for each of us. And so we have this comparison between traditional employment, which is a good thing, right? Having a job and going to work and earning money and serving a cause is a value, and it deserves praise. It's something that most people in the world are engaged in. And on the opposite column, we have what's called authentic, keyword there, network marketing. And, we're doing a comparison between the two. Let's stop and examine, what are we doing here right now? Why are we having this discussion? Way back in the 1960s, the father of personal development, Earl Nightingale, was on a quest to figure out why in their 20s, men and women would dream big about the possibilities of what they could create in their life. But upon examining the results in their lives 40 years later, in their mid-60s, only 5% achieved the dream. Only 5% were considered successful in achieving the desires that they set out to accomplish. So the question would be, why? What's the difference? Is it because one group works hard and one group doesn't? Because, hauling buckets is hard work, right? And the answer is no, both people work hard. So what is it that they're working towards? And what Earl identified in his searching for the answer, and he actually went to Albert Schweitzer, one of the greatest minds of his time back in the 1960s, and Albert said the difference, Earl, is that people don't think. That most people are working hard for someone else's dream, and a few people are working hard for their own because they took the time to think, to dream about what did they want to create. And so most people are spending their time going again and working for someone else's dream and building it and choosing into what is oftentimes referred to here in America as the American dream, right? If I go to work for 40 years and I get my pension, then I'm going to retire and I'm going to have a nest egg and life is going to be awesome. And unfortunately, what statistics are proving is only 2% of people are actually achieving that dream. So what we have here, what lays before us, is this opportunity to choose to build your own pipeline, to engage in a process of a couple years. Again, you can use a spoon, you can use a shovel, and you can use a backhoe. The choice is yours. How fast do you want to grow? How fast do you want to dig? And how big of a pipeline do you want to grow? The choice is yours. And so the claims we have here in these bullet points under authentic network marketing, where you can build true and lasting income, those are big claims, and those deserve to be substantiated. So look on the next page, and you're going to see there a statistic about retention. And in between, you see this graph about doTERRA and their growth. And it's important that as you choose into an industry of direct selling and network marketing, that you understand the trends and what happens. So first in the graph, you'll see here the growth of doTERRA. And my goodness, we've achieved $1 billion company in 7 years. That's a huge marker. The only other company we can compare ourselves to in that growth process is Apple. Look at some of the biggest in our industry, Herbalife and Nu Skin. It took them 15 and 16 years to achieve the same record of $1 billion. So what's happening here in doTERRA? What is the difference? So that takes us now to the statistic of retention. So you see these two little bubbles, one says 8% and one says 65%. What does that mean? So again, true and lasting income. If your retention rate of your company is 8%, that means out of every 10 people you enroll and you share this awesome lifestyle or product with, that literally all but one or less, like 80% of one person, are going to stick around, which means most of your time will be spent enrolling. And as you look at that statistic, note that most of those companies are leading with an opportunity and that their sales are more contingent upon an opportunity. So what's different about doTERRA? Why can we promise true and lasting residual income? Why does the pipeline keep working? Because our retention rate is 65%, and our retention rate is actually measured quarterly. The 8% you see is an annual measurement, and the 65% you see is a quarterly retention rate. That means that 65% of our customers purchase products at least once a quarter, and our retention rate annually is actually closer to 90%. That of everybody who's ever chosen to purchase doTERRA products, they buy them at least once a year. That's huge retention. So the only way to have true and lasting income is that water source you're tapping into that's coming through the pipeline, it has to keep delivering. And so if people don't want to keep enjoying the lifestyle, then there is no retention, there is no continual pipeline. Because of our retention, because the people value, our products are sold independent of our opportunity. 85% of the people consuming doTERRA products are using them for consumption only. And this is the strength in the offer. It's amazing. And our company began by the 7 individuals you see there. They're our owners, our founders. They come with a collective 150 years of industry experience, and they lead this movement, this revolution that we're bringing across the planet. So I want you to, again, go back to the points of traditional employment versus authentic network marketing, and see there that one of the other things we're noting is that there's no cap on your possibilities. You can create whatever you want. Your pipeline and its possibilities truly are endless. It's truly up to you. So as you turn the page and you come to the centerfold, which shows you here this big graph showing all of doTERRA's compensation plan, and you look to the far right and you see the column inviting you to choose into building your pipeline and to build your retirement plan. And approximately 2 to 5 year process. We've given you 3 levels of participation. And again, choose what works for you. What do you want to create in your pipeline? Is it a few $100s a month, perhaps to earn enough to turn around and spend it on that amazing wellness lifestyle that you love and purchase those products for free to be rewarded for sharing with a few that you love and care for? Or is your vision perhaps a little bigger? Maybe there's a part-time job that you'd just like to remove from your life, and instead you'd like to have another source of income. Or maybe you want to supplement the family income with just another $1,000 or $2,000 a month. That would just make such a big difference in your bottom line. It's kind of the level 2 of play. And level 3 really is our pipeline story, and that is to build a residual income, to really choose to make an impact and to choose into actually replacing maybe a source of income that you currently have and to multiply your income. And the choice is truly up to you. So the invitation is for you to really learn how to allow doTERRA's comp plan to serve you, to deliver the dream. So note that your graph is divided into 4 colors. The bottom level is purple, and it's referring to the Fast Start bonus. Now this is going to be critical for the first level of retirement, where we're desiring to make a few $100s a month. So right here, We're beginning the process of building the dream, thinking about the success that we want. So look at the graph, choose for you. How big do you want to play? How many hours do you want to dedicate? Again, you want to use a spoon, you want to use a shovel, you want to use a forklift, how fast do you want to go? It's all up to you. And you can build it with a spoon. It'll just take longer, but it's still doable, right? It's your choice at the level you want to play at. So what I want to invite you to do is now look at the comp plan and how it can bring to life each level of the dream. So with Fast Start, while you're in the middle of going through level 1 of building your business, we call it launch your business, as you're striking out to creating the rank of elite, the first marker on the graph that you're looking at. That again is to achieve a few $100s a month. So the Fast Start bonus is going to be a critical part of how you're going to create that. By enrolling people, you get paid weekly, hundreds of dollars can be coming into your household as a reward for sharing doTERRA and enrolling people in this wellness lifestyle. Now, as your commitment increases, now you want to go into a few $100s more a month, maybe even to $1,000 or $2,000, you're going to reach up for the goals of Premier and Silver. And now the second bonus, the Power of 3 bonus, becomes a very critical component of bridging you to that next box, right, in the retirement plan of now hitting a few $1,000s a month or more. And you're getting paid by doTERRA to actually structure your business and your team in a way that brings longevity to your team and helps you build to the next level of income. So this is a structural bonus. And this is where, while you're cooperating and collaborating with builders that will come your way and people who want to do what you want to do, they want to build their dream too, and you're structuring your organization strategically with them, you can also tuck in your wholesale customers. There's going to be people, remember, 85% just want our products, right? They just want to live the lifestyle. So you can tuck those customers in strategically and build out this Power of 3 income, which allows you to now bridge again from hundreds to a couple $1,000s a month. And that's your second level of the dream. So now, for those of you who want to go the distance and you want to build out truly, right, a replacement income, maybe allow you to quit a current job and move directions, or create a multiplication for income, build a dream perhaps you've never experienced yet in your life financially. Really build that pipeline to really deliver for you long-term, substantial, lasting income. Now it's time to really understand the Unilevel portion of your paycheck. And what you're getting rewarded here for is duplication. So as we move into the rank of gold and beyond, the ability to duplicate, to inspire other people to want to build their pipeline and to serve them is a critical portion of moving into the next segment of the compensation plan. And this is where doTERRA built their compensation plan specifically to motivate us to serve others. We are a show up to serve company. We're a show up to serve culture because we believe, again, in sharing what we have to offer the world, these amazing plants that are grown all over the world that deliver this lifestyle. And so when we can inspire other people to also see an opportunity to not only live the lifestyle, but to also have this financial pipeline, it's through the duplication that we start to see now an exponential growth in the green portion of the graph known as Unilevel. And eventually this becomes, as you can see by the graph, the largest portion of your income. And it is manifested through hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people that have embraced the message that we've been sending out to the world. And so the core of what we're doing is changing lives. We get paid in doTERRA for changing lives. That's our reward. And we seek to do that first. We seek first to change lives. First our own, right? We can't give away a blessing we don't possess. We get to be that change we wish to see in the world first. And as we're filled with the change and the benefits, we can't help but go out and share. And as we can again inspire other people to do the same and duplicate that message, it takes us into this final level of being rewarded through doTERRA. And we have what we call leadership pools. And here, through different ranking and different levels of accomplishment, the company shares their profits with their leaders because they're out there, they're out moving the message, they're out there motivating other people and teaching them how to build a pipeline, they're out sharing the lifestyle. And so the company partners with us, their distributors, and rewards us for being wellness advocates in the world and for spreading the good news. And so we have 4 and 5 layers of opportunity for being rewarded. And this is in fact how in doTERRA we build a financial pipeline and how we deliver all those results that are promised on that bullet point list of what in fact authentic network marketing through partnering with doTERRA can deliver. So my invitation to you is turn the page, look at the invitation for the first 3 steps. And what we would tell you is the pathway to any of your dreams, whether it's hundreds, couple thousands, or tens of thousands of dollars a month. The portal is the same for everyone. We begin with the rank of elite. So our invitation to you is simply choose to make that your goal. And now all you have to choose is how fast you want to get there. Is it a spoon effort? Is it a shovel effort? Is it a forklift effort? It's up to you. How fast you want to get there. Set your plans in place and be sure to fill out your 100 names list here, because we can't change lives if we haven't identified whose lives we're going to change. And that's where your wheels start to turn, the ideas start to come, the ideas flow about, yeah, this person could really benefit from this. Or you know what, this person has a sphere of influence. They have an ability to influence multiple lives because they've already created that. And by sharing the message with them, they can in turn share it with other people. So you're going to go through that process, and then that very next step, step 3, is to get in your hands the launch guide, which you're here to learn all about in your training, and to engage in those steps there that will in fact help you and support you and lay out for you that pathway, right, for you to achieve how to build that pipeline. And so your responsibility is to engage in that process. And again, the size of the spoon or the weapon or the digging tool you pull out, that's your choice. How fast you want to go, how many hours you want to put in, and how far and how big you want to build that pipeline. You're in choice for all of that. What's beautiful is what's laid before you is a very specific, laid out, detailed path teaching you the very skills and the very actions that, combined with your powerful belief, will deliver the results that you desire. So in conclusion, let's end where we began. Let's go back to our story about hauling buckets and building pipelines. And remember, our gentleman had a day job hauling buckets, and at night he took time. He took years to build a pipeline. It's vital that you are patient with the process of what it's going to take, the commitment and the capacity that you get to bring to be patient with the process that will in fact deliver for you for years and decades of your life. Be dedicated, be persistent, stay the course of building that pipeline. And choose, again, however big it is for you, to build your retirement plan through partnering with doTERRA, the opportunity to change the world, through sharing a wellness lifestyle, through utilizing powerful and beautiful essential oils, and then sharing with the few, right, the lesser percentage, who in fact are just as interested as you are in building their retirement plan. And partner together, stay the course of your success, be patient, keep digging, and someday, very soon, it'll start to pour out. And not only will your life be changed, not only will you have less sore shoulders from hauling buckets, but you're going to deliver pure, clean water on tap to your village, and you're going to bless as many lives as you choose to be in the influence of. And it is so worth your time. It is so worth your effort. And the return in value and the rewards is worth every minute that you will spend doing it. So in the end, it's truly up to you to decide how many lives you want to influence and how big you want to build your pipeline. My invitation to you is start digging. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our next presenter. We go way back. I have known Chelsea Stevens for a very long time, and it has been truly a pleasure to be on life's journey together. We started together really with a common desire to live a wellness lifestyle, and we both found ourselves here in the doTERRA opportunity, found ourselves so closely together. By the way, she moved in the house across the street, and she is a fantastic leader. She's a visionary. She comes from a career of incredible voice. She and her husband are in the music industry, and I love the value that they've found here in the doTERRA opportunity. And again, the number of lives that have been changed because the Stevens decided to come play here and to build a pipeline in doTERRA. And you will be absolutely wonderfully treated by being able to be in Chelsea's influence. So it's my opportunity to introduce to you Chelsea Stevens, doTERRA Presidential Diamond.